Hey guys, and welcome back. So all of the sort of lead up now to Supernova is done. It happened this weekend, and yeah, I guess there were some ups and downs with the convention. the, as any experience like that would have. So I guess on the downside, there wasn't much interest in sorry, just thought I heard someone calling me. Um, there wasn't much interest in my work, as it were. But that is okay. Um, on the other hand, I actually ended up having like pretty good time. Just being able to like talk to people, learn a bit more about working at a con, because there are definitely some things that uh, I was doing, I guess wrong, or rather, there are other preferable ways to do things, such as like setting up a stall, and I think our customer, talking to customers and things like that. I think we did pretty good at that. We were always sort of engaged in people, even if they were just walking past our stands, um, and had some good conversations that way as well, which is good. Um, what was I gonna say? I guess so. In that respect, I feel we did all right. Our stands probably lacked in sort of like wow factor. But I guess it's mainly just down to like not knowing what to sort of like how to present a stall. It was a very expensive mistake to make, but nevertheless, um, both of us, Nathan and I, feel still feel sort of confident that we should be able to sell our products. We just need to do a better job at the presentation of things. Um, I think that was the main key. I guess personally, on my level, I found that a lot of people were saying that they were looking for things in sort of like a bigger scale. So like a lot of people were preferring to buy a 3 pitches, just because it's uh, it's more when it's probably more presentable in like your house. You'll be able to notice it more than A4, obviously because of the size difference. But I think people were willing to pay for larger products, so I think that is something I'll look at doing for next year, which is A3. Um, Another thing from my point of view was also people were more interested in uh, my 3D work. So I had a laptop with mainly my speed sculpts on the side, and people were more interested in that. So a lot of my drawings were hand drawn 2D. So there are a few I'll probably still keep as like an A4 collection. The ones that sort of got the most attention were Solid Snake, in Shadow Moses box fort, the other Solid Snake totem, well not all Solid Snake, but the Snake totem, um, the Normandy. I think that's it. Those three were kind of the main ones. I probably, oh well, we'll see. That I'll definitely try and like either edit or I'll definitely probably just keep the Normandy as is. See if we can do an A3 size one for that. The totem I might look at doing in 3D and doing like a 3D render for that. But I'll keep the Metal Gear box for it the same as well. And finally, I think the last thing I learned, which is probably the biggest thing, is that a lot of stuff that I like isn't necessarily stuff that other people like. So I think doing a bit more research on doing things that are related to the cons, and so on. So if, related to the cons are, popular at the time. I know that means sort of technically pandering to an audience, which I've never really been that fond of. Like all of the stuff I do, like when I did my speed sculpt for League of Legends, I wasn't choosing the best character or the most popular characters like Ahri or and Draven, or someone like that. I did do Kog'Maw, which is one of my favorite slash better characters that I can play. So yeah, I guess that's really got what I got to focus on now, is just sort of like working out what's kind of going to be out maybe around that time. So we do know that there's a Boba Fett movie in the works. You can probably see here. I might just make this bigger because I'm not actually going to do any Photoshop. Can we make these bigger? Yeah. Extra large icons. Cool. So I've just grabbed a few examples of things that I'm going to try and do. One is Boba Fett, because like I said, there is the movie coming out. Like, he is a popular character. The Legend of Zelda drawing I did wasn't that popular, and although yes, Link isn't technically in the picture, it is just his hand and the Master Sword. I'll probably do this blue Link because it's a possibility that that will be in the Wii U version, which will be out. It is out next year, but they haven't really set a date. I think it was March. I don't know if that's still the case. We have Legion, which is out in September as well, so I'm definitely going to do Illidan. And I still found that Korra stuff is still popular, so maybe on a more cute angle we'll do Pabu from Legend of Korra, which is the fire ferret mascot slash Bolin's pet, I guess, companion. But I think the main one, like I'm going to do some League, because I didn't have any League stuff. That's going to be popular. That's always popular. And I think the other thing that's coming out will be Overwatch. They have said our spring, which is mid-year, so that will give it a chance to gain some popularity. I really think that's going to be popular, so I'm kind of going to bank on that, I think, a bit. So that's what Boba Fett, Illidan, Link, Boba Fett, Illidan, Link Wii U, Pabu, and League. So I need a League character, and I've actually just chosen. Let's minimize this. We'll minimize this as well. I think the two sort of like bigger characters for Overwatch will be Tracer, who's the in quotations because there's no real sort of like good bad sides, but the good character, the flagship character for that is either going to be Tracer or Winston, who's the ape. I think Tracer's going to be easier to do, so we'll stick with that. And Reaper, I mean, they're both going to be sort of flagship characters, so we'll probably do something with both of them. In terms of League, I think I'll probably do Again, one female, one male. So either Ari, uh, or maybe Leona or something like that. I don't know. I'll have a look. I know that there's millions of characters now, so like one of my favorite male characters is Thresh, but I don't know how popular that would be. Um, so I'd probably choose maybe like Jace or I don't know. I'll probably just look at the tiers and just see what's trending at the moment. But I mean, league characters are probably going to do well. Not everyone has their favourites, so it's going to be impossible to pick like a sort of general crowd favourite. But yeah, I guess that's the plan. So essentially, as of, well, probably not today, because I'm probably going to go on and build Shadow Fox here to go along with Command Wolf. But I guess as of tomorrow in drawing group, I'll be yeah, starting that, I think. But we'll leave it there. A bit of a long one, but I guess that's to make up from all the just from being away and not really having the time to do a video. Like even leading up to Supernova, I was quite busy, and then definitely Friday I got back late and wasn't able to do a video. So, but yeah, we'll leave it there. So hopefully, if you were at Supernova, hopefully you had a good time. And thanks to anyone who stopped by to check out my stuff. Whether or not you know, thanks for stopping by, regardless of if you bought something or not. Thanks to those who did, but yeah, we're looking to do a better job for next year. So yeah, so hopefully you people tune in and see the progression of that, and we see what happens, I guess. Anyway, like I said, hope you had a good weekend, whether you're at Supernova or not, and hopefully you had a good Monday, and I will talk to you again tomorrow, assuming drawing group doesn't go for too long. Alright, cheers guys.